program, 30 minutes is never enough, but I am happy because we have our wonderful guests here, very articulate, and they are able to impart to us some of their ideas about parenting here in America. Rocio, Gus, and Gail. Gail is our licensed marriage and family therapist. But Rocio, earlier, you know, we were talking about that. Gail said parenting is not something that just comes to you when you're, when you give birth and when your wife gives birth. What was your experience like? If you were to define parenting, what is it?
Parenting is very difficult in the sense that you really have to have the tools, to impart to your children. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, in my case, with my wife, we attended the Marriage Encounter program, and there we learned a lot about the tools that will help the spouses, cope with family problems,
right,
especially in their relationship with their children. And that helped us a lot.
Okay.
That helped us a lot because you cannot give what you don't have.
Right. You have to acquire it first. And sometimes the way we were raised is not how we want to raise our kids,
children,
right?
Yeah.
Gail, books. Do books help?
Sure. Anything that can add to your knowledge, to your awareness, even listening to other parents, networking with other parents, and just finding out what is it that you're having, what kind of challenges are you having, is it the same as mine, and what else can we help each other, like that.
And when you fellowship like that with other people, you share experiences, I'm sure you also get parenting advice, pieces of advice from friends, from people. Rocio, what would be the best parenting advice you've ever received from anyone?
Well, I agree with Gail that you need to refer to books sometimes, you need to do research, but my parenting was basically based on my instinct. I subscribe in the credo that walk the talk, lead by example, because you have to be careful about what you say and do in front of your children, because they're gonna imbibe that.
Pero meron daw stage yun, di ba? Yung at a certain age, you can still influence them that much, and then after that, medyo mahirap na.
Yes, that's why you have the kids early on in life, because you have all that time to establish that relationship, because when they become teenagers, they start to act up.
Mahirap
because
na.
It is, a developmental stage.
Right.
It's part of it.
Right.
So you do have to have that relationship with them prior to them acting out. Para meron kang leverage.
Foundation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Attorney, some of your kids now are having kids or having grandkids. What would be the best advice you can give your kids in terms of parenting? What do you tell them?
Well, you just have to show love to your children, as much as you can, in any which way you can. I mean, that's the only way that, they will realize that, hey, I'm loved.
Right.
I'm something,
Okay.
So they too, when their turn comes, will be able to share that love with their kids and with other people.
And we will end on that note. They say love, the best manifestation is making time for your kids. So make an appointment with your kids. Thank you so much for joining us today on the show. Thank you for sharing your stories with us, your expertise with us. Marami pong salamat sa inyong panonood ng Kababayan LA. I hope you learned a lot. We'll see you again next time.